I'm a strong believer that Canelo Alvarez is going to lose to David Benavidez, and he has 2 fights, so he's sold up for 2024.
For sure, it will be a hard fight, but that's a big motivation for us, you know, to fight him and get the opportunity and show the world that David's the best at 168. That's what I believe and what I've been seeing with the results.
Then somebody had to give Canelo a shot at the top guy because I was the top guy. So if Canelo he's the top guy, Benavidez deserves a chance.
So do you have a guy that it looks like he's declining, or maybe too busy doing golf or other businesses, and then you have a guy that all he loves and he does is boxing, and you see the improvements and
In a bombshell revelation, David Benavidez has ripped the lid off the ruthless and unethical tactics employed by his arch-nemesis, Canelo Alvarez, to strong-arm him into signing a downright predatory contract for allowing to fight this May. Contents are nothing short of an assault on Benavidez's career. The contract's most heinous clause shackled Benavidez.
Crazy. You know, he's on another level, bro, to be honest with you. And I like that, you know, because he just wants to get better. And in his mind is just getting better and learning and
granting Canelo exclusive promotional rights to his fights. This diabolical move slammed the door on potential deals with other promoters, suffocating Benavidez's earnings and stifling his chances of maximizing his true value in the cutthroat boxing market. An unexpected twist leading up to the highly anticipated clash between Canelo Alvarez and David Benavidez. Disturbing allegations have surfaced, suggesting that Benavidez was coerced into signing a highly disadvantageous contract by Canelo and his team.
But like I said, the good thing is I'm still young. You know, I'm still hungry. I'm still training extremely hard, and I don't know. My motivation can't be, you know, it can't be messed with right now. I'm really focused. I'm really, you know, dialed in, and I have tunnel vision right now.
Reports detail an agreement that appears to heavily favor Canelo, potentially depriving Benavidez of his rightfully earned income and assets. One particularly troubling element of this purported contract revolves around the distribution of pay-per-view (PPV) revenue. According to the allegations, if Benavidez secures victory, he would supposedly receive only a fraction of the PPV earnings, with the lion's share going to Canelo's team. Such an arrangement deviates significantly from the customary revenue-sharing norms in boxing.
Just being the best. He really believes that he's the best at 168, so that makes him very dangerous.
You're an honest guy.
Where champions typically command a larger portion. Adding to the ethical concerns, the reported contract includes a clause that seemingly grants Canelo the audacious right to claim Benavidez's residence as part of the stakes of the fight. If true, this clause raises serious questions about exploiting Benavidez's financial situation and the potential dire consequences he might face if the match doesn't swing in his favor.
May not be next, but I think it's down the line. I
definitely do think it'll happen.
Yeah.
I think because he has a big ego too, and he knows. I'm sure he wants to prove to the world how good he is too. But I don't.
In essence, this contract is not just a legal agreement, but a strategic ploy to maintain Canelo's dominance beyond the boxing ring. Limiting Benavidez's financial autonomy and promotional choices, Canelo aims to keep a tight grip on the rising star's career trajectory, ensuring that he remains subordinate and financially tied to the seasoned champion. These alleged contractual terms provoke broader considerations about ethical conduct within the boxing industry and the power dynamics at play. The idea of coercing a fighter into signing such an unfavorable contract challenges the principles of fair competition and raises concerns about the treatment of athletes in the sport.
You owe it to the people, man. If you say you're the champion, you're the unified champion, let's give the people what they want to see. And if they're so confident in themselves, like how they say they are, let's put it to the test.
Alternative perspective suggests that Canelo, despite his unparalleled talent and status as a boxing icon, may harbor a profound fear of facing the destructive force that is David Benavidez. Benavidez, armed with his youthful vigor, unyielding pressure, and formidable punching prowess, emerges as a substantial threat, capable of dismantling Canelo's grip on the middleweight championship. Canelo's purported efforts to tilt the contractual scales in his favor could be interpreted as a manifestation of this underlying fear. By meticulously shaping the terms of the agreement, Canelo might be aiming to mitigate the potential risk of succumbing to Benavidez and, in turn, safeguarding his legacy from potential blemishes. A lot of reporters said that Canelo fears Benavidez, and he forced him to sign this shady contract because he knows he has very few chances of beating El Monstro. This apprehension is not unwarranted, given Benavidez's track record as a relentless and devastating puncher, boasting an impressive record of stopping 25 of his 26 opponents, including 23 knockouts. Benavidez's reputation as El Monstro speaks volumes about his power and aggression, striking fear into the hearts of even the most seasoned boxers. Saul Canelo Alvarez, undeniably regarded as one of the premier boxers globally, may find himself in a phase where his prime is gradually fading. There's speculation among experts that he might not be the same formidable fighter he once was. Several factors contribute to the notion that Canelo might be entering a downturn. Firstly, age is catching up with him as he stands at 32, an age when boxers traditionally experience a decline. Secondly, his extensive career, beginning at the young age of 15 and encounters with top-tier opponents over the years, could be taking a toll on both his physical and mental well-being. Furthermore, the increasing level of competition adds another layer of complexity. The middleweight division in particular is highly competitive, boasting young and ambitious fighters. David Benavidez, at 26, stands out as one of these contenders, undefeated and armed with impressive power and speed. If Canelo is indeed entering a down phase, it might explain his alleged efforts to tip the scales in his favor against Benavidez. By coercing Benavidez into signing an unfavorable contract, Canelo could be attempting to mitigate the risk of a loss that could tarnish his legacy. Alternatively, Canelo might be safeguarding his business interests. As one of the sport's biggest stars, he generates substantial revenue. A loss to Benavidez could potentially harm his brand, impacting his ability to sell fights in the future. Amidst of the controversy surrounding Canelo Alvarez's alleged attempt to coerce David Benavidez into signing an unfavorable contract, the young and determined boxer remains steadfast in his commitment to dethroning the reigning champion. Benavidez's unyielding focus and unwavering belief in his abilities have found renewed strength with the recent addition of boxing legend Mike Tyson to his training team. Despite the alleged unethical tactics employed by Canelo, Benavidez has not allowed his concentration to waver. He recognizes that the fight against Canelo represents the most significant opportunity of his career, and nothing will hinder his pursuit of victory. His resolute mindset stands as a testament to his mental fortitude and absolute confidence in his capabilities. The inclusion of Mike Tyson in Benavidez's corner has injected an extra layer of excitement and anticipation into the already highly awaited matchup. Tyson, a boxing icon celebrated for his ferocious power and intimidating presence, is anticipated to share his wisdom and experience with Benavidez, aiding in the development of a strategic game plan that exploits Canelo's weaknesses and secures victory. While Mike Tyson wasn't officially part of David Benavidez's team for his bout against Demetrius Andrade, he did provide valuable advice to the young boxer in the lead-up to the match. A legendary figure in boxing shared insights into Andrade's fighting style and suggested strategies for Benavidez to exploit his opponent's weaknesses. Tyson highlighted Andrade's highly defensive style, emphasizing his elusive nature, making him a challenging target. He advised Benavidez to exercise patience, urging him not to rush his shots, but to wait for opportune moments to counter Andrade effectively. Tyson also recommended that Benavidez incorporate strategic body movement to create angles, forcing Andrade to expose vulnerabilities. Encouraging Benavidez to leverage his aggressive style, Tyson emphasized the importance of constant pressure on Andrade. He suggested throwing combinations to prevent Andrade from settling into a rhythm and utilizing Benavidez's power to discourage Andrade from relying on his defensive shell. While it's challenging to quantify the precise impact of Tyson's advice on Benavidez's performance, there's no denying its role in his victory. Benavidez executed Tyson's suggestions effectively, dismantling Andrade's defenses and landing powerful punches throughout the fight. The victory underscored Benavidez's talent, hard work, and the valuable guidance received from the boxing legend, Mike Tyson. Tyson's role in Benavidez's team extends beyond boxing expertise. It encompasses his ability to instill confidence and belief in the young fighter. Tyson's aura of invincibility, coupled with his personal story of triumphing over adversity, serves as a potent source of inspiration for Benavidez, motivating him to push his limits and achieve the extraordinary. As soon as the fight finished, Benavidez went to Tyson to hug him and to thank him for the precious tips he gave to him. Reports suggest that Canelo Alvarez's apprehension regarding David Benavidez's addition of Mike Tyson to his team stems from Tyson's legendary status as a relentless and unpredictable force in the boxing ring. Tyson's formidable aura of invincibility and his ability to unsettle opponents with an intimidating presence reportedly created a source of concern for Canelo. Moreover, Tyson's inclusion brought a rich reservoir of experience and boxing wisdom to Benavidez's corner. The combination of Tyson's expertise and his talent for instilling confidence and mental toughness in fighters was perceived as a significant threat to Canelo's established dominance. Despite Canelo maintaining a professional outward demeanor and expressing confidence in his own abilities, subtle hints of unease surfaced in his actions and statements. His typically calm and collected disposition seemed to be replaced by a newfound sense of caution and apprehension. This shift in Canelo's behavior did not go unnoticed by the discerning eyes of the boxing world. Both experts and fans observed the change, attributing it to the psychological impact of Tyson's presence on the team of the young challenger, David Benavidez.